parts of the topic list. Let us see. Making true copy of a list. Sometimes we need to make a copy of a list, and we generally do this by assignment, as a equals to 10, 20, 30 and b equals to a. Okay, means assigning something. If we need some copy of a list, then we will assign those list in a new list name. Okay, like a is equals to 10, 20, 30. This is a list which is being assigned in a list name a, and if we want to make same copy, then what we'll do, we will make a new list name as b, and in b we will assign the list name a. But this will not make b as duplicate list of a. Rather, just like Python does it, will make b to point to where a is pointing. That is, both will refer to same memory address, means b is nothing but alias of a. Okay, now a of 2 is equals to 100. So if we'll print a, so it will give the value as 10, 20 and 100. A of 2 equal to 100 means we have changed the value of 2, the index of 2 as 100. What is the index of 2? In 0, 10 is stored, in 1, 2 is 20 is stored, and in 2, 30 is stored. So in place of 30, we will store as what? 100. So our value, when we will print a, so it will give us the output as 10, 20, 100, and if we will print b, the same output will be displayed over here. Okay. Next, making true independent copy of a list. But but if we don't want copy like this and we want to modify each list separately, then we have to use list function to create a copy of list, and both can be modified without affecting other. Like a equal to 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30 is the list which is being stored in a list name a, and b is the list variable name where list of a is being stored. Okay, when we are modifying a of 2 equal to 100, means in the index 2 the 30 will be replaced with the value as what? 100. And when we will print a, so we will get the output as 10, 20, 100. But when we will print b, so it will be stored as list a, means the previous list of a has been stored in b. It is being when we are modifying a later, when we will modify a, so it will not reflect the which is stored in b. Okay, we'll get the previous output only. You can see the difference between this. So this is what the previous one is, the true copy, and this one is what? True independent copy. So this is the two differences between independent copy, true copy, and independent copy. Okay, now we'll move to the further topic like list functions and methods. So here you can see like Python provides many built-in functions and methods for list manipulation. The syntax of using list function is list object name dot function name. Okay, list object name dot function name. There are many list functions like index, append, extend, insert, pop, remove, clear, count, reverse, and sort. Okay, now see. In first we'll see the index method. What does the index method do? This function is used to get the index of first matched item from the list. It returns index value of item to search. Like for example, we have stored the list in the list name L1. When we'll do L1 dot index 20, so the 20 number is being stored in which index? That index will be displayed. Like 20 is displayed in which number? 1 number. Okay, item first matched at index 1. Okay, and when we'll go from the forward index, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 20 is being matched in first index and fifth index. So first matched will be shown, not the last matched. Okay, note, if we pass any element which is not in the list, then index function will return an error like value error, n is not in the list. Like L1 dot index 100. So when you are saying that in L1 100 is not stored, so you will get the error as what? N is not in the list. Okay, now next is your append method. What does it mean? This function is used to add items to the end of the list. Okay, for example, like family, the list name is family, and in that list you have inserted many list values like father, mother, bro, and sis. Now you are adding some value like Tommy you want to add in the last. Okay, so what you will do, family list name dot append, and then whatever the list you whatever the value you want to insert, you have to write here. So when you will print the list name as family, then what happens, the existing list you will get, and in the last the value will be inserted named as what, Tommy. Note, append function will add the new item but not return any value. Okay, let us understand this. Like L1 equal to 10 20 30, L2 equal to L1 dot append 40. So what happens, L2, when you will print L2, you will get what, empty, will not store any item of L1. When you will do L1, then it will store what, the value will be stored. Okay, means the only concept in this, that if you want to the list will be appended, the new in the new list the existing list could not be stored. When you will insert the new list, and in that if you want to insert the existing list, then what you will get, the output as what, empty you will get. Okay, next is extend method. What do you mean by extend method? In the extend method, what happens, this function is also used for adding multiple items. With extend, we can add only list to any list. Single value cannot be added using extend. For example, like subject 1 is physics, chemistry, CS, then subject 2 is English and maths, and subject 1 dot extend subject 2. So when you will print subject 1, so you will get what, physics, chemistry, CS, English and maths. Basically what happens here, this is used for adding multiple items. Which extend, we can add only list to any list. Okay, note here, subject 1 will add the contents of subject 2 in it without affecting subject 2. Like append, extend also does not return any value. Like subject 3 equal to subject 1 dot extend of subject 2, then you will get, when you will print subject 3, so you will get what, empty. Means means when you are doing the extension or any method extension, if you are adding in another list, so it will give it will not store the value. Okay, you will get empty value. It will you may not return any value in it. Next is your difference between append and extend. Append allows to add only one item to a list, while extend can add multiple items to a list. Like m1 equal to 1 2 3 4, m2 equal to 100 and 200. When you are doing m1 dot append 5, so when you are printing m1, so what happens, 1 2 3 4 and 5 will be appended in the last one. And m1 dot append 6 7, so you will get the trace back, most recent call last. Like only one value could be appended, not more than one value. Okay, while in extend you can append more than one values. Okay, next is insert method. This function is used to add elements to list like append and extend. However, both append and extend insert the element at the end of the list, but insert allows us to add new elements anywhere in the list, that is at the position of our choice. Now you come to know, append adds only one element, extend adds two elements at the last. Append also add one element at the last, extend also adds element, but more than one element could be added in the last. But insert is also used for adding the element, but it could be inserted in between. Okay, like list object dot insert position then item. Like L1 equal to this is the value. Okay, L1 dot insert position, you will write like 3, third position, and which value you want to insert, 35. So position like 1 2 3, after third the value will be inserted as what, 35. So this will be the output. Okay, next, see, this is the examples you can see, like 0 5. So 0 5 means what, in the first only the element will be added. Like length L1 100, so in the last it will be inserted. Okay, so according to that you have to insert. Now pop method, this we have learned earlier at the time of delete function. Okay, so it is used to remove item from the list. Like when you are using pop, so it will delete the item. Okay, like L1 dot pop of 2, so 2 means what, 0 1 2, third index will be deleted, that is 30th index will be deleted. So, okay, so according to that the pop function works. Pop method raises an exception runtime error if the list is already empty. If list is already empty and you are using pop function, so it will raise an error. Okay, Next, remove method. Pop function is used to remove element whose position is given. But what if you know the value to be removed, but you don't know its index or the position in the list? Answer is remove. So if you don't know the item name but you know the index, then you will use which function? Pop function to delete the item. And if you don't know the index but you need the item to be deleted, so you will use which function? Remove function you will use. So L1 dot remove 5. So fifth 5 value will be removed. Okay, L1 dot remove. So third 3 this 3 value will be deleted. Okay. Next, clear method. This function removes all the items from the list and the list becomes empty list, like list.clear. So it will do what? It will clear all the list. It will make the list as what? Empty. Okay, note, unlike del list name statement, clear will remove only the elements and not the list. After clear, the list object still exists as an empty list. It does not delete, but it clears the list. Okay. Next, count method. This function returns the count of the item that you passed as an argument. Like this is the value, like 10, 20, 30. These are the value. Okay. So suppose L1 dot count 20. So 20 will be counted. Then how many times this item has been repeated in that particular list? Like how much time it has been repeated? 1, then 2. So 2 will be returned. 40. So only 1. So 1 will be written 11. So none 11 item is not existed. So you will get as what? 0. Reverse method. This function reverse the items in the list. Okay, this is done I place, that is it will not create a new list. The syntax to use reverse is like L1 equal to, this is the list, so L1 dot reverse. So what, when you are printing L1, so the list is being reversed. Okay, so same thing, if you are storing this value in a new list, so you will it will not return any value and you will get what? Empty list. Okay, next, sort method. This function sorts the item of the list by default increasing order. This is done in place, that is it cannot create new list, like L1 dot 10 1 7. These are the list. Okay, L1 dot sort means what? For sorting means arranging. Okay, so by default it arranges in ascending order. Okay, so when you are passing the method as sort, so what happens? When you're printing L1, so we'll get the value in a sorted way. Okay, like 1 2 7, like in a sorted way you will get. Now L2 dot sort, so you will get this is in alphabetical order, so you will get in a alphabetical sorted way. So this is all what your list chapter, and here we are ending with our topic. Thank you, students.